Are my painting videos just too simple? Welcome back, Slayers of the Grey. Today we're going to be painting Gug from Cthulhu's Death May Die. First we got to prime him in some Mechanicus Standard Grey here. Don't ask me why I decided to prime him that way, because frankly I should have done something else, and I really went simple on these latest models from Cthulhu Death May Die because I technically want to blast through them. So it's speed painting without speed paint. Well, I mean, sometimes there's some speed paint. But anyways, first we start off with some wolf gray dry brushing all over the mini, then a little bit of frost blue all over the mini as well, just trying to get mostly at the raised edges. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and welcome back, folks. And I hope you're enjoying these videos. Welcome back to Cthulhu Death May Die, Fear of the Unknown. So this is seasons 3 and 4 of the amazing board game. I'm adding a little bit of matte white now to that frost blue just to make it a little bit brighter. I didn't think it was bright enough for speed paints and some regular paints that are just watered down more to work as properly as I wanted to. And at the beginning of the video I mentioned, are my videos just too simple? Are my paint jobs just too boring and too easy for people? And like, you know, when people search on YouTube, they see the video and they're like, they see the thumbnail and they're like, I could do better, and pass along, or this guy is always, you know, repeating himself, doing the same stuff. I hope that's not the case. I hope you guys enjoy the videos anyways. I enjoy making them. I mean, sometimes it's a little long, sometimes there's a few other projects I like to work on, but I'm doing what you guys asked. I put a poll out, which game you want to see. You said Cthulhu Death May Die. Alright, here's something fun you can always try with your war paints fanatics, is take some war paints and add some speed paint medium to them. Now, I should have added a little bit more speed paint. This one is a little bit more opaque than I wanted, but it still does a good job. Plus I put a little bit more water on my brush when I was going back in, and then just feathering it around, pretty much doing like a glaze on top of some of the areas. Now I've seen some other people that have painted this guy. They've went with the grayish color, some of them went with more of a purpley color. I decided to go more bluish, sort of like the artwork that I saw, and following that along as much as I can. He's got some grayish to him too. That's why I used the ashen stone on most of the skin originally, just to give him more of a grayish blue hue to him. And this Tyrian navy, I also mixed in some speed paint medium just to make it a little bit more translucent, and really make the model pop as well. What's really going to make this guy pop is actually the tongue and the teeth and all that. That's really going to draw your attention on this model. So I hope that's what happens. And again, it's a very simple paint job. Anyone at home could probably follow along this. Even their kids, their families, their wives, their husbands, whoever's not painted before probably follows this and is able to replicate exactly what I did, because that is the point of this channel. It is not to give you guys a heart attack while painting a miniature. It is not to take away the fun of painting a miniature. If you are not having fun, you're not doing it well. Okay, you are simply painting to paint and get it over with. Sometimes I do that, but I still enjoy it. I look at the model after, I'm like, what could I have done different? What could I be doing better this time? What should I do better next time? And frankly, I have improved in certain ways. I haven't improved in many others, but I'm still here painting for you guys. And what a board game, by the way, too. If you haven't played Cthulhu Death May Die, it is so much fun. You are trying to survive, and sometimes your friend is the one that causes the whole game to go down the pooper. But it is just fun to take an episode out of the box and just play it. And you know, you just have so much fun. A little bit of ancient stone now going on to do all those teeth that this guy is bearing for us. A beautiful smile of his with a wonderful tongue sticking out at us. You saw I gave him a little mani-pedi there and did his eyes with some occultist cloak. You saw the aged hide, of course, for the tongue. I love using aged hide for tongues and mouthy skins. I guess mouth parts. I don't even know what to say there. Alright, a little bit of gloss varnish in the eyes just to make them shine a little. And then some pallid bone to finish off all the skull parts that are on the base here of the miniature, which is kind of cool. There's not many bases that have actual like texture to them in this game. It's mostly just a base and that's it. This guy actually has some skull, which is pretty cool. I should have made them a little bit brighter with maybe adding some white to some of them. Are way too much in shadow, so the palette bone doesn't even show at all. But wherever the light is hitting or where it should hit, I think it's doing a good job. Anyways, there you have it, folks. Again, thank you to my members. Much appreciated. You too can join. I want to thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to keep slaying the gray one miniature at a time.